Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you, and today we've got a little bit of extra spicy news to jump into. We've got our upcoming community day, or days, announced. We've got a whole bunch of... Excuse me? Oh, okay. We've got a whole bunch of new shinies coming to the game, including regional shinies. They're going to be like popping worldwide, going to be in raids, shiny Dialga, shiny Palkia, a whole bunch of stuff for the Ultra Unlocks coming, and a bunch of like undiscovered things as well to kind of get into. Additionally, I am super overdue to do a blood donation or a plasma donation, so we're doing that today, and not to be expecting things, but like our good karma shiny luck has been in check lately. For Pokemon Go Fest on the weekend, remember we chased down those people's birthday balloons in the wind, retrieved those balloons, returned them safely, and immediately got a shiny Chemeco, so I'm feeling like maybe, as is tradition at this point, maybe we get a cheeky blood donation shiny. Just a thought. But first things first in terms of news is going to be the first part of the Ultra Unlock, part number 1. That is going to run from the 23rd to the 3rd. So like literally tomorrow. So probably when you see this, there's going to be like a bit of a double upload. So we'll have this video go up and then I'm going to be out Friday, my time filming. We're going to have Dialga in Legendary Raids, which will be released as shiny, which is pretty sweet. We're going to have Magneton, Aerodactyl, Porygon 2 and Golurk in 3-star raids. In 1-star raids, we're going to have Unknown U, please, Clink, Bastiodon, Shieldon and Cranidos, with Shieldon and Cranidos being released as new shinies, and like Unknown U will be a new shiny as well. The shiny Cranidos and Shieldon lines are pretty nice, honestly, like really nice shinies. I'm going to do my best to try and grab these ones. Because this Ultra Unlock is themed around Pokemon from different times, we're going to have Pokemon from kind of like future themed and, you know, the fossil themed things spawning in the wild. So we're going to have Voltorb, Porygon, Omanyte, Kabuto, pretty much the fossil stuff, and then like the tech stuff in the wild. Shieldon and Cranidos will be in the wild too. For 7km eggs, we're going to have Omanyte, Kabuto, Aerodactyl, Laleep, Anorith, Shieldon and Cranidos as well, so spicy change to the 7km eggs. And additionally there will be timed research that kind of like themes in with this. The major takeaways though being shiny Dialga, shiny Cran, shiny Shieldon, shiny Unknown U. If you vibe in it. It doesn't specify anywhere that Unknown will be in the wild, so it's most likely the Unknowns are going to be in raids once again. Part 2 of the Ultra Unlock is going to be themed around space. This is going to run from the 6th of August to the 17th of August. Keep in mind, I will be putting up my, usual visual guide to the month of August as soon as we've kind of got like, the spotlight hours and things like that announced. We're going to be having Palkia in Legendary Raids, Palkia being released with its shiny form for the first time. In 3-star raids, we're going to have featured Alakazam, Kangaskhan and Heracross. Kangaskhan is an existing shiny, Heracross being newly released as a shiny, and oh my god, this thing, literal 10 out of 10 spicy shiny. I think it's outstanding. I don't care if you don't like pink, this thing is just like here and it means business, and it's like, hello, thank you very much. Keep in mind Heracross does have a mega as well at some point when that comes to Pokemon Go, so if you want to get a decent one to mega evolve, you want to get a shiny version, whatever it might be, now might be the time to do that. Additionally, Heracross is a regional which we don't normally get access to. Full stop. I'll likely be hosting up some raids for the Kangas, for the Heracross, for things like that over the coming weeks. If you're on my Patreon peeps, stay tuned on Patreon to kind of find out what's going on there. Otherwise, I might try and host some on streams and things like that if we can. Additionally, keep in mind that Heracross does have a gender variation, so male or female Heracross have a different like horn. So the little love heart kind of horn on the female Heracross, and then like the pronged horn. There's a word, we googled the word for this once. In 1-star raids, we're going to have Unknown U again, which can be shiny. We're going to have East and West Sea Shellos, and also LGM and Esper in those 1-star raids. Whoa, we also need to raid for a new tripod, good lordy. In the wild, we're going to have things like Munna, Clefairy, Red and Blue Basculin, LGM, Heatmore and Durant. The way that I'm interpreting this as well, it doesn't really specify that they're only going to be spawning in their normal regions, so the way that I'm interpreting all of this is that, it doesn't specifically say Heracross and the Kanga, they're like listed for raids, but for the rest of those there, the Red and Blue Basculin, the Heatmore and the Durant, my assumption is that it might be mixed in the wild and appearing like where they're not normally appearing, so keep that in mind. Doesn't specify either way here unless I've misread it entirely. So this may be your chance to get some regionals you wouldn't normally get in the wild. Additionally, don't forget that Heatmore and Durant can be shiny too. In 7km eggs, we're going to have East and West Sea Shellos, the Red and the Blue Basculin, and Heatmore and Durant. So all 6 of those are normally region locked Pokemon. If you want to get a decent IV one, you just want to get one to have one. You might need to hatch some eggs, or trade with a friend who has hatched some eggs. Then we're going to have timed research as well for this part 2. Major highlights being shiny Heracross, shiny Kangaskhan already existed, but you know, accessible for everyone potentially. Shiny Palkia in legendary raids. Okie dokie, blood donation done. The human juice transfer, well, I mean, deposit has been completed. So let's have a quick chickadee check on these sneaky lads here. See if we have anything in the car park. Not that I necessarily want or need shiny Taylor or Weedle. Maybe we should save the good karma shiny luck for the upcoming weeks, potentially. That sun is coming in harsh. Bidoof? No. So the last little part of the Ultra Unlock news is for the part 3 of the Ultra Unlock. That's going to run from August 20th until the 31st. No details really what's going to be involved in that. Throughout the post and the update, it kind of mentions like, oh, we're going to be tracking down Hooper, keep an eye out for Hooper. So there's probably going to be a bit of storyline from the professor as we progress through the Ultra Unlock. Maybe it will be what we get for, you know, part 3. Maybe we'll get Ultra Beasts. I don't know. We're kind of up to that point with the Pokemon that are out and being released, and that we're almost up to you know, Sun and Moon stuff. Like, we haven't got the starters yet for that, but like, we're kind of almost getting to the Ultra Beast territory. Ultra Unlock, Ultra Beast, Hooper with the wormholes. We'll see. We'll see. Speculate. We've also got a bunch of details to jump into for Eevee Community Day, so let's head home. We'll check in with those details too. First things first though, Go Plus on, and let's see if the Go Plus picks up anything on the way home. Okie dokie, let's jump into some of the details for the upcoming Community Day for August. It is going to be Eevee. So it's going to be another repeat Community Day, but probably one that I feel like has been one of the most asked for in terms of having a repeat Com Day has been Eevee. I know a lot of people that have either not played, you know, new or returning players that missed that Com Day. The Eevee shiny family, it's a lot of shinies to have to get to try and get, you know, the full evolution set, especially considering that, you know, for Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon, it is just a random chance evolution, so unless you trade a friend, you might want to have more shinies than, you know, than what you'd think. So there's a few bonuses for this that will be specifically for the Com Day weekends, which will be Saturday, Sunday, so like as it was last time, you know, a double day Com Day sort of thing. And then some additional bonuses that will be running from the Friday through to the Monday. So Community Day for August will be the 14th and the 15th on both the Saturday and the Sunday, running from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. as it has been, you know, those hours for, you know, a hot second. Things specifically locked to those hours, to those Community Day hours, will be, you know, the boosted shiny rate for Eevee, more Eevee spawning in the wild. You can do your snapshots to get Eevee, or, you know, a surprise encounter, probably Eevee. There's going to be the $1 research to do on that weekend as well. I assume it will just be the $1 research, not like Saturday and Sunday. We're going to get quarter hatch distance during those hours, and incense and lure modules will last for 3 hours if you activate them within those Com Day hours. Then additionally on top of that, there's going to be special evolution moves for each of the Eeveelutions plus for Eevee itself, and that bonus is going to be like not just limited to the Com Day hours. So keep in mind the times I'm about to say are in PDT, not local time. So keep that in mind, double check online with your time zone converters, you know, maybe even double check this article, this, you know, Com Day post closer to Com Day, just in case anything changes. But on Friday the 13th, 10 a.m. PDT until Monday the 16th, 10 a.m. PDT. Again, check your time zones. These bonuses are going to be active. So first of all, Sylveon will require less buddy hearts to evolve. Instead of having to earn 70 buddy hearts, you only need to get seven buddy hearts to evolve your Sylveon. Eevee plus all of its evolutions are going to have stickers in the in-game shop from spinning stops and from opening gifts. That one does say it's for the month of August, but you know, it's also mentioned here again. And then if you evolve your Eevee into any of its Eeveelutions, here are the moves you can get. Again, keep in mind, it's that Friday to Monday time. Check your time zones, please, before you evolve anything. Maybe do like a test evolution of a random Eevee, not the spicy one that you want to get the special move on, just in case, just to make sure. So the special moves, Vaporeon is going to get Scald, Jolteon with Zap Cannon, Flareon with Superpower, Espeon's going to get Shadow Ball, Umbreon gets Psychic, Leafeon is going to get Bullet Seed, Glaceon is going to get Water Pulse, and Sylveon will get Psyshock. I don't know quite yet if these moves are going to be like, oh, PvP Spice, GBL, ooh, I don't know. We know like Umbreon's been a pretty consistent contender in Great League, I think in Ultra League as well. I think for some of the flavor cups, you know, these things have sometimes made an appearance, but I'm kind of hanging 10 to see what the PvP pros have to say about it, and I'll update you closer to Com Day. But in the lead up, I might start stashing aside a few decent IV things, potentially, just because there is a lot of good variety here in terms of moves. Additionally, just some of the coverage of these moves. You know, Glaceon getting a water type move is pretty interesting, so potential for some extra usability, viability, or just, what is this bug doing? No, thank you. Or maybe not. We will see, and I'll keep you updated. Do keep in mind as well, if you are a new or returning player, I find the Eevee's a really decent source of like good type coverage Pokemon, in terms of like, maybe you don't have a maxed out Kyogre yet because you haven't, you know, got the candies for that. Having a big tanky, just chunky Vaporeon with those water moves as your water counter. I mean, I used Vaporeon for like the first year and a bit as like my best water counter. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you're needing some good counter Pokemon for raids, for gyms, for whatever it is, I honestly find the majority of the Eevee family really, really good for that purpose. You know, some of them are going to be a bit glassier than the others, take more damage, but in general, if that's all you've got, like, they're pretty good. Plus, they're a really cheap evolution. 25 candies to evolve. Of course, some of them have got their little niches of, you know, evolving at day or at night, or particular requirements. If you haven't done the nickname trick yet, here are the nicknames you can use to evolve. Please keep in mind, this only works once. One and done. That's why I saved all of mine for my, well, not all, I saved several of them for my shiny evolutions. I believe there was a point in time where it may have reset, or there was a glitch, or there was a little window where you could use it a second time. Do not rely on that, please, because I've demonstrated many times on stream, like nicknaming things, the names that they could be, and evolving them and being like, see, I've already used the name, I can't do it again. So just keep that in mind. But realistically, the only ones that you can't control the evolution of is Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. The rest you have control over even without the nickname trick. So if you really, 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 really want that thing to be, you know, Sylveon, or you really want it to be Umbreon, do those steps to do the correct evolution for that, rather than risking the name trick, if you know what I mean. If you know you've never used the name trick, happy days. I'd say save it for your shinies, just so you can control the outcome, or save it for your hundo, or save it for your favorite one, your best buddy, whatever it is. But definitely this is gonna be a good com day to stock up for Eevees, for candies, for evolution, for good type coverage stuff. Also for XL candies, if you haven't reached that point in, you know, being past level 40, there is a particular level up requirement that you need to max out certain Pokemon to level 50. We're getting 2 full days, basically, 2 full com days back to back of non-stop Eevee. After all of the catching, all of the transferring, even converting some of that candy into Candy XL, you should, if you play hard, like, you should easily have enough, I shouldn't say easily, you should, based off my previous community days, the most recent, like last 4 or 5 com days, after each com day, after the transfers are done, all that jazz, I have had enough XL candy to level 50, take one of those Pokemon to level 50 and a bit more. With 2 days of playing, if you pine-up everything as well, so you can get those conversion, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a really good opportunity to stock up on XL candy for that quest potentially coming up. Even if you're levels and levels off that, you can kind of like stock up now to invest it later. Lastly as well, any Eevee caught during this period will have the move Last Resort on the Eevee itself, and there's going to be timed research that will lead to a reward of a Glacial lure module and a Mossy lure module, which you need to evolve either Glaceon and or Leafeon. But yeah, we're going to be kicking off August pretty quick smart. It's going to be getting straight into it. As you guys are watching this, I am asleep and getting ready to go out and start hunting for shiny Dialga and for the Cranidos and for the Shieldon. Time zones are cool. So you're probably gonna get a double upload today, as I said before. I just checked as well, no shinies on the Go Plus. We're gonna try and reserve that good karma shiny luck for tomorrow when the new shinies kick in. Let me know in the comments down below, what are you looking forward to most over the Ultra Unlocks or the Eevee Com Day? Is this one that you've been looking forward to coming back for the Eevee Com Day? Is, you know, shiny Shieldon just your favorite dude ever? Is shiny Heracross? I want that thing. That thing is gorgeous. Let me know, comments down below, what are you looking forward to? Keep me informed. As always, lovelies, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well. And if you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch are in the description down below. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.